at. Now you guys are... What's happening in the NORD scrim?
Yeah, I mean, I like scrimming, though obviously, like the only example that comes to mind was when we played Senna bot one time, and we were just down to open, and everyone was vibing, and they like just wanted to open after the first wave, and then we ended up stomping the game. I prefer not having stuff like that, but overall, like I'm pretty vibing with scrims. No, but it was not like that. No.
Guys, I think it's that Inax doesn't like, he doesn't see it because it's the way he talks, but...
By the way, this game, did we not have any swap chances or anything?
Illusion is good warm-up game, chat. Where the fuck do I put my...
new patch?
Really tanks, like...
In between officials?
Wait, let me hear this, let me hear this.
Like, I don't want to be the guy, but I feel like scrims actually make us worse. I feel like it really tanks, like, the mood.
Really?
And yeah, I really dislike our scrims. I just gotta say it. I really dislike them. I feel they are pretty terrible for us.
Scrimming is very mentally tough, very mentally draining.
Every time there's like, we talk about it, and then yeah, we make like a little less scrims, or maybe make like, if we do like hype scrims against Los Atos or something, then there's like, and we book the scrim again.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing three or four games.
But why do you think it's like...
And we don't play over the weekend.
Yeah, we only play 3 games
lately,
no?
The mood in the scrims is often like really bad. There's like a insane difference in gameplay between officials and scrims, which really distorts the score.
I low-key hard disagree. We make the same mistakes that we do in scrims on stage as well.
Oh, Inax, don't open your mouth.
The only thing I'd agree on is that official is different than scrim. That's true, right? You cannot argue that because, I mean, it's like...
Inax, you shut your mouth! You clap that mouth shut!
Inax, for example, you didn't say a single game, a single thing in the scrims. Like, and yesterday, all you do is do negative stuff. Like, it's just like you are a different person between officials and scrims. You are completely useless in scrims. Completely useless.
Ooh!
Like, you're probably the worst teammate I ever faced in scrims. You are only negative and you have nothing to contribute.
Oh my god.
So triggered, guys.
Since like 2 weeks, when our scrims went disarray.
Wait.
But
it's absolutely atrocious to play with you. And I know that's a common reflection between our teammates, by the way.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jackos. What are you talking about? Didn't eat. Who's he saying this to? Inax.
In scrims, you are insane official. You are.
I mean, okay, am I a bad person? I agree. Well, every time I watch scrims, they're getting fisted on bot, and Inax wants to open. I don't know how Inax doesn't feel that way, bro. I have inted scrims before. I remember there's been periods, like I remember last year when I was like I was really rusty. I was just inting every scrim, but what I did when I inted scrims is I was positive and I said, like, I'm fucking inting. It's just gonna, like, I need some days. I'm gonna fucking int it out. Let me int it out. You know, me and Whiten, we'd fucking run it the fuck down. We'd make the game unplayable. Of course, our teammates would be mad, but we'd say, like, it is what it is, you know? But they can't pretend like they're not inting bot every game. Like, Bash and Inax. Come on, you guys are inting bot every game I watch. Like, every game I watch is unplayable bot.
Nice person in real life, but goddamn.
What you suggest, like, that's
no, but I don't mind. Like, feedback is good, but
wait,
like,
so
it's a bit extreme, no? Like,
before Inax like replies, should we like step up as players and like say our thoughts? Because NoWay said that how he feels. Like personally, I agree that scrims are slightly different. I mean, okay, they are different because they are always gonna be different. But from my point of view as like a streamer / player, I still think it's useful to scrim, even if sometimes we have a game like this, which is my bad, you know, because I entered this game, right? I do agree that Inax sometimes can get like, I mean, it's not even the way he says things. Maybe it's the way he says things. Maybe it's the way he is as a person. Sometimes it does seem like he's a bit negative, but I feel like overall he is fine, you know? It's not like, I played with people that would straight up call you fucking boosted day, what are you doing, you know? Like, he's not that negative. He just... His mood is, his emotions can be perceived as...
I'm surprised. What happened to the Jackals I knew, bro? What happened to the Jackals I knew? Why were not like this on Heretics, bro? What the fuck happened? What happened to the game?
negative, you know?
He
And I think that
changed. He
me
changed.
And Chachi and Nash are normally chilling, and normally you are chilling too, NoWay. And I don't think like is that at least from my point of view, it's not that extreme. But maybe Nash and
I swear, bro, he would fucking kill me, bro. He'd kill me.
VG you should talk to, right? Because I still think it's useful to scrim. So I wouldn't want to like give up completely on scrims, even though you know we are probably not gonna play together in summer split. We all know that already. So like if you feel like it's not that useful to scrim in the first place, we don't need to scrim, or we only scrim like really hype teams for content. But yeah, I mean in my opinion at least it's still useful, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Let me have a look at your ability fast. And getting high
I like
CS.
screaming, though obviously, like the only example that comes to mind was when we played Senna bot one time, and we were just down to open, and everyone was vibing, and Linux just wanted to open after the first wave, and then we ended up stomping the game. I prefer not having stuff like that, but overall, like I'm pretty
I just asked
vibing
for
with
a remake.
vibing
All I
with
did was ask for a remake.
Scrims.
I was
No,
still
but
good.
It's toxic to ask for a remake. You should know that it's toxic to ask for a remake. I've sometimes gotten tilted and asked for a remake, but it is toxic to ask for a remake. It is toxic to ask for a remake. And also, Inax didn't ask for a remake. He said, we need to remake. That's what he said. I remember. I watched the scrim.
It was not like that. No.
Guys, I think is that Inax doesn't like. He doesn't see it because
Chachi,
it's the
you
way
wanna
he
say your
talks. But
piece as
because
well,
I
because we
used to
were
be
going through this.
similar, I understand
think
him.
I personally like screaming, and
True.
you never find out these kind of invades if you don't test them, basically. That's why I also said for Yankos it's now or never. We need to test it because there's so many things that can go wrong, and you can learn from it.
Yeah, and things went wrong, and you know I think we learned from it, like me and Satsi, at least me.
Yep.
Because it was my bad, you know, like the game was just like a bit unplayable because of me in a way. Like of course everybody could play better, but I was like the big reason why the game was shit.
But anyways, like that was a very big outburst from you here, NoWay. I'm not really
Yes.
sure where
I
it
really
came
hate the
from
scrims.
exactly.
I
Like
really
it must
do
have
hate
piled
them.
up a lot.
Yeah, but why
I
do I
think
need to
it's
take the
Because
bullet for asking
I
for one
talked with
remake? Like,
Michael, I talked with you, John,
Inax!
and we said we don't do it anymore, and then it's booked every day again.
Wait, what?
Okay, wait,
No,
sorry, let me
If you right click somebody profile on someone around, can you see their like past scrims and shit? No, you can't.
step in here.
Can't see match
I think we
histories.
should cancel. And I think that you can completely feel the way you do NoWay, and nobody's gonna bat an eye on it. We never cancel scrims. It's completely fine to cancel. If it
But we
makes
don't
you
have to cancel. Now we do them, right?
Yeah, okay, now
But
we
it's just like-
now we should because you said what you said. So I don't want to play, but I completely understand you. And if you told John or Michael you don't want to scrim, and we already scrimmed one day with the patch on Tuesday against Los Ratons, and then we had officials, I think it's gonna be fine to take a day off today. And I think nobody is gonna like have any negative feelings about it. Like I was not aware that you didn't want to scrim. If you have told us to the players, if you have just like said it in the group chat, I think everybody would be on board with you. But next time, just try to be more on the same page with the rest of us, not with just with the coach and with the manager, because you know we as players
Better
we
to
can
have the
help you
talk
because
with
in
the
a
team, yeah, rather than just the managers. I agree
way
with that.
we are the ones on the rift, you know, like me and you and
Bro, why is Janko so mature? What the fuck happened to the jungler I loved, the jungler I used to love?
Nash.
Unless anyone has any last things that they desperately want to add, put it there. And we'll see each other again tomorrow at 12.
CET.
What's NoWay drama about? He was angry at the Inax for playing bad in scrims and being negative. Pretty much. To be honest, as a person who's been in a lot of teams, it's pretty mild. It's pretty mild. It's an uncomfortable confrontation, but as Janko said, it's pretty mild.